Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
So we are going to discuss Shikshashtakam, 8th verse, and this is wrong. I wrote 6th. That's sorry for that. But it's 8th verse. So what is the 8th verse? Can anybody tell me? There's something wrong here. Wait just a minute. So that Shikshashtakam 8th verse, we all know. Ashlisheva padratam pinastuam adarshanam marmatam karotava yata tatha vavadadhatulam pato mat prananatastu saevanapara. So that means, everybody knows that, no? Here? Who are new? You're new? Both of you? Okay. So that is teachings of Lord Chaitanya. You're aware of Lord Chaitanya? Both of you. So he gave the summary of Krishna Consciousness in 8 verses. What is devotion? If anybody wants to ask you what is devotion, okay, 8 verses it is there. So I am discussing the 8th verse. Sorry, 8th verse. 8th verse I am discussing, and the 8th verse is we just recited. So we'll discuss every word of that. People who know, they know. People who don't know, that's okay. इसमें आता है इसलिए. Just give me that. So let's see what that means. Okay, the first word of this verse is Ashlishya. Ashlishya va padratam pinastumam. So what does this word mean, Ashlishya? Ashlishya means, Prabhupada writes as, embrace with great pleasure. Asha means hope. And Ashlishya means you embrace somebody with a hope, with the hope that he will embrace us with great pleasure. That's how Prabhupada defines Ashlishya as, word-to-word translation. I have a hope that Krishna will embrace me with pleasure. So that's the meaning of this word. There's a content of hope in this word. Just like if you say desire. Desire means what you want, but what you want, you have hope for that want. No, that word already has a connotation of hoping, isn't it? So that's this word Ashlishya. It's a very good word, and the point is that this is what is devotee's life. Devotee spends their lives in a hope. And what's that hope? That Krishna will one day embrace us with great pleasure. So that's happened in Ramayana. When Lord Ram, Hanuman did so much service to Lord Ram. So he brought Sanjeevani Booty, and Lakshman became unconscious. And Ram was very happy with him, and he told Hanuman, I want to give you something. And Hanuman was always doing something for Lord Ram. He was ever active. And Ram told, see, I don't have anything to give to you, but what I can give you is my embrace. And that's what we are looking for. That's perfection of life, no? So many people ask us, okay, what do you get in devotion? Finally. Do you get money? Do you get name, fame? Do you get whatever you want, pleasure and whatever materialistic things you want, you don't get. So we tell them, okay, we get love of God. What's the point of it? No. So we ultimately get God embraces us. Some people cannot understand what is this, what is it all about. But it's common sense, I mean to say, there are so many movies made on, hero, heroines and all, ultimately what they want. Ultimately they want to live together, that's all. Is it? So if you ask any lover and beloved, okay, what do you want? You want money, you want name, fame, you want car, you want this? No, actually, see, get us married and we want to live together, that's all. Is it? Ultimately, finally, this is what happens in movies, no? So that's called love. We want embrace of Lord. If Krishna sees us with a favorable eye, with his favor, if he gives us his favor, our life is successful. If we are doing services and one day Krishna says, yes, I like him. Simple. Our life is perfect. That one statement means to us everything. Everything. But that is hope against hope. Because to make Krishna speak that statement, it's not easy. I liked him. And I want to be with him. So there's a hope that Krishna will accept me. We have accepted him. But has he accepted us? That's more important. A disciple may go to Guru Maharaj, I accept you. That will not suffice. He has to say, please accept me. Otherwise we can keep on thinking, you can make whole word Guru, but it doesn't matter, that other side has to accept you. That is love, no? That is love. So that is what a servant is looking for. And that's what we live for. That is our hope. And that is called as, that is highest love. Prabhupada says in his conversations, this is the highest love. This is the spirit of love. We are preaching, we are cooking, we are cleaning, we are coming to this program, we are chanting, whatever we are doing, in our heart we have this desire, Krishna, please embrace us, please accept us. See, that's the point. And one day we are sure, or we are not sure, but we hope for that day when he will accept us or not. It's simple, no simple. So this is the internal attitude. There are actions in Krishna consciousness and there is an attitude. So we are doing so many actions. Mahaprabhu is giving the attitude. What should be your attitude? And if you divorce attitude from actions or actions from attitude, you don't achieve the goal. That's the point. You don't achieve the goal. So, okay. But there's a problem here now. And the problem is, fine, devotee is praying, Krishna, when will you embrace me with pleasure, just like you embraced Hanuman, just like you embraced Sita, just like you embrace your devotees? When that day will come, you'll come and embrace me. Okay, but Krishna says, if I don't embrace you, then will you keep on serving me? Yeah. That's the point. Now there's a conversation going back and forth between Krishna and devotee. So Krishna says, if I don't accept you, then what happens? And that's why devotee is saying this word va, ashlishya va. Va means or. Accept me or not accept me. So Krishna says, if I don't accept you, okay, will you keep on serving me? Now tell me. So, yes, if you don't embrace me, still I will keep on serving you, because I know that you are independent. He is not dependent on our service to accept us. We can't force him by our service to accept us. We can't do that. Krishna have chanted Hare Krishna, so you have to accept me. It doesn't go like that. It's not machine, no. He's a person. It's his choice. It's his free will. He's independent. He's autocrat. Janmadyasyata annevaditaratascha vigge abhigge swarat. That's the first verse of Bhagavatam. What is the definition of God? If anybody wants to ask. If anybody asks, what is the definition of God? What do you will define? Bhagwan is a Hindi word of that. Not definition.
All opulences.
So what is definition? According to Bhagavatam, that is one. Janmadyasyata annevad itaratascha bhigge swarat. You know this first verse of Bhagavatam? What's that afterwards? Okay, anybody else knows? Remembers? You should remember this first verse by heart, because that is what we are worshipping God, so you should know who is God, no? We should be able to define God. Otherwise they'll say, what you are doing? You are mad or what? You are unconscious. We are talking about Krishna consciousness. So are you unconscious? No. You have to define object of worship, no? So first canto, first chapter, first verse. Please remember that. Janmadyasyata annavaditas itaratascha bhigyesurat. Who is God? Janmadyasyata. From whom everything takes birth. He creates, He maintains, He destroys. How does He do that? Annavad means directly. Itaratas means indirectly also. He directly creates and then He appoints Brahma to indirectly create. Secondary creation, no? See? He gives a plan, Brahma executes it. So He is also a creator, Brahma is also a creator. He is primary creator, Brahma is secondary creator, you see. He also destroys, Shiva also destroys. He is primary destroyer because He gives a plan of destruction to Shiva. Shiva executes it. So He is a secondary destroyer. And He also maintains and Vishnu also maintains. But Krishna is a primary maintainer because He gives a plan to maintain and Vishnu executes it. That is why all scriptures, they say, okay, Shiva is destroyer. Krishna is also destroyer. And people get confused. What's happening? Brahma is creator. Krishna is also creator. You see, but that's how you have to understand. Directly, indirectly creates. But then the point is Abhigya Surat. Who is He? He is independent. Abhigya means independent. Surat means king. He is not dependent on anybody. Neither Brahma, nor Shiva, nor Vishnu. He can do everything himself. That is God. He is independent to accept us or not accept us. We might follow any amount of rules, regulations. We might do any amount of preaching, but if He is not pleased, He will not accept us. So the idea is to please Him, no? Is it? That's the idea. So I'll come to that point now. But He is independent and we are dependent. That's what the point is. Va. You embrace me or you don't embrace me. So I am anyway dependent on you. Even if you don't embrace me, I'll keep on serving you. That was a question, no? If I don't embrace you, will you serve me? Yes. You are independent, my Lord. You can embrace me or not embrace me. But I am dependent. I cannot choose. You have a choice to embrace me or not embrace me. But I don't have a choice because my duty is to serve you. Servants cannot forsake duty. Masters can choose whether to accept or not accept. We are not masters. So that is a point which Mahaprabhu is raising in answer to the question of Krishna. Okay, will you keep on serving? I was wondering, where is he? So, we are dependent wholly on His mercy. That's the point. So, but the question comes, if we are dependent on His mercy, then what is the role of our efforts? Is it? Okay, we are dependent on mercy. Krishna, whether you embrace us or not embrace us, like you embrace other devotees, still we will keep on serving you. So I am dependent on you. So should we put efforts or not? Is it? Yes. Why you should? Because efforts to attain that mercy. No. So there is example given of well. There are two examples of cat and a monkey. Marjar and Markat Nyaya. Prabhupada says in one of his discussions. So what a cat does? A cat carries a kitten in the mouth. And what a monkey does? The baby monkey catches a monkey. So these are two logics given. So some people say, okay, just like cat catches the kitten in her mouth, similarly God will catch us and help us elevate. You don't have to do anything. You simply have to depend on God's mercy. And the other philosophy says, no. Well, you have to catch God. Like a baby monkey catches the monkey. So you have to put efforts to please Him. Then things will go on. And His mercy is already there. But Chaitanya Prabhu says, no, both are wrong. It's like well. So in a well, a person is like, he's in the well, he's shouting, help me, somebody comes, he puts a rope and he says, okay, fine, I'll bring you up, but catch hold of the rope, don't leave it. And if you don't leave it, rest I'll do. See? So that is devotion. Whatever we are doing, chanting, preaching, offering, it is like catching the rope. Don't leave him. Rest he will do. You should not. That is the effort on our part. Our effort on our part is to serve him. Serve him, in other words, we are holding on to his service. Don't leave his service. And when time comes, he will pick us and embrace us. Our duty is to catch hold, that's all. Our duty is not to go up. We can't do that. He will pull us up. So that is a relationship between mercy and effort. You take one step, he takes. But if you don't take first step, Krishna says, okay, if you don't take a step, I'll also not take. Why? Why he does that?
Action, reaction.
Well, you can say Krishna is not merciful. Even if I don't take step, he should come and pick us up.
He doesn't want to disturb our free will.
He doesn't want to make us lazy. That's the point. He'll become lazy. Okay, I am sitting, Krishna, you come. This is nonsense. So we'll all become lazy. That is why he told Arjuna, you fight. If you don't fight, anyway this war is going to happen, and I'm more than enough to kill thousands of armies like that. Don't worry about that. In fact, I've already killed them. So, but you should fight and you should serve, because you will attain the credit and you will do the service, and that's how you will not become lazy also. No? Otherwise, I can do everything, but if you do, you will get pleasure. If you don't do, you don't get pleasure. No? Pleasure of serving him. That's it. So what is more important? Pleasure of serving Krishna or Krishna? Yes. Because even if you get Krishna, if there is no pleasure of serving him, you can't do anything. You can't appreciate him. You can't appreciate him. Pleasure of service. So Krishna wants to give us the pleasure of service. That's why he says, you do something. You do. And then you will understand. Service, the pleasure you find in my service will be much, much far more than my personal association. That's much far important than that. Okay, so that is va, this word va. You embrace me or not embrace me. Okay, so one question is solved. An interrogation. Krishna asked, if I don't embrace you, will you keep on serving me? What's the answer? Yes. And he asked why? This is a logic. Because you are independent, you can choose, but I am servant, I cannot choose. To leave or not to leave. I must do. That's all. I'll do my efforts. You give mercy or not, that's up to you. I'll keep on doing. Simple. Okay, but the next point is, now Krishna asks his devotee, what do you mean by embracing? Now you are hoping that I should embrace you. Just like I embraced Hanuman and Sita. And what do you mean by that? So devotee says, yes, Krishna, meaning of that is Padaratam. Padaratam means acceptance as a servant. So devotee says, yes, Krishna, I want that you should embrace me. In other words, I want that you should accept me as your lotus feet. Pad means feet. Ratam means engage. I am hoping that you accept me as a servant of your lotus feet. Embracing means that, no? Okay, I embraced Hanuman. So that means I have accepted Hanuman as my servant eternally. History will know Hanuman as my servant. History will not know you all as a servant now. Neither me. Our name doesn't go in history. Hanuman's name goes in history. Prahlad name goes in history. Big devotees, Prabhupada's name goes in history, but not ours. This means he has not accepted us as his servant. Because if he accepts us as his servant, it is a master's duty to tell everybody he's my servant. Is it? And Krishna will make sure everybody will know that. Okay, this is my servant. But if he doesn't accept us as his servant, then he's not liable. So, that's the point of embracing. You understand? Embrace me. I want to be proud to be known as a devotee. That's what I want. I feel happy in that. Okay. So what do you mean by this? What's happening? What's happening? What is Mahaprabhu trying to say us? What is he trying to convey us? The essential point he's trying to convey us is that loving spirit in service. Spirit of service is more important than service. You see? Okay, whether you embrace me or not embrace me, still I'll keep on serving you. Why? Because I know if I keep on serving you with that spirit of service, you'll become happy. You understand? You become happy. Because Krishna says, okay, yeah. Even if I don't embrace him, even if I don't accept him as my servant, still he's keeping on serving me. Why is he keeping on serving me? Because he wants to serve me, no? Is it? He doesn't want anything from me. If we wanted something from him, and if he says, I'll not accept you, then we would leave him. Simple, no? So this shows that we don't want anything from him. We want him and his service. And that is very important message. Spirit of service is more important than the service you are doing. Both are important. The service, but the spirit of service. Now what is that? Prabhupada explains in Nectar of Devotion chapter 22. This is the meaning of spirit of service. Krishna becomes obliged to the loving spirit of devotee, not exactly to the service rendered. See, this is Nectar of Devotion chapter 22. Where if you're cooking in the kitchen, he's seeing you're cooking, but at the same time he's seeing with what attitude you're cooking. That's more important. So, okay, you're cooking something. Why you're cooking? Oh, because today's program. So then there's a problem there. And if you're cooking for Krishna, okay, why you're cooking? Well, Krishna is hungry. We want to give something to Krishna. There's a difference, no? There's a difference in both of them.
But today's program is serving the devotees, right?
Yeah, so, okay, fine. So why are you cooking? Okay, because devotees will come, I will feed Vaishnavas. To feed Vaishnavas is more important than feeding Krishna. If you have that spirit, okay, yes, Krishna is happy. You see, so spirit matters. Does service matter? Yes. Of course, without service, what's the meaning of spirit? So we can say, yes, I have a proper attitude, but I don't do anything. That's complete nonsense. So you have to serve, but better than service is serving with proper spirit. Because Krishna is looking for that. And that's how he decides whom to give more mercy, whom to give less mercy. Otherwise everybody is doing same thing, no? Everybody is chanting 16 rounds. Or whatever rounds you are doing. Everybody is coming to program. Everybody is cooking and offering prasad. One person is elevating, one person is crawling. One person cannot even move an inch. He is just at the same place last 20 years. No realizations. What's the problem? Problem is spirit. And he never understood this last verse. Ashlishya va padratam panashtumam. This verse is giving you the attitude of service. See, spirit of service. And the spirit of service is Krishna. Even if you don't accept me, I will keep on serving you. Because I love you. Only in love you can do this. Without love you cannot do this. Is it? Even if you don't embrace me, even if you don't accept me, I will keep on serving you. Well, who will do like that? Who is so stupid to do like that? Even wife will leave the husband. Husband says, no, I don't have to do anything with you. Okay, get lost, divorce. That's the point. So, because that is not pure love. Husband, wife. There is impurity. But God and devotee, that's pure love. And you understanding what Mahaprabhu is coming to the point. This Padradam. In this last verse, he is raising this concept of attitude. And Prabhupada says here, no one can serve Krishna completely. See, if you remove the attitude, and if you do service simply mechanically, okay, somebody said I am doing. Okay. So you have a program, Bhakti Vikasa program. Leader said I have to come, so I have to come. Okay, coming. Going. Fine. So the point is, if you say I will do service, but I don't want to understand all this attitude business. No. I don't want to get this class, Just tell me what to do, I'll do, finish, Kaam khatam, these are all complex things I don't want to understand. But the problem with that is, Prabhupada says, no one can serve Krishna completely. If Krishna wants to judge you only by service and not by attitude, you will fail. Because only by service, we can never serve Krishna completely. We can't serve Krishna more than what Dhruva did. Dhruva Maharaj, we can't serve Krishna more than what Prahlad Maharaj did. We can't serve Krishna more than what Prabhupada served. How much service we are doing? Imagine. So if Krishna wants to judge us by service, then Krishna will say, okay, if you want me to judge not by attitude, only by service, okay, then come, let's see. Then tell me, what is your service? What you have done? I have chanted 16 rounds entire life. What else? I was doing one program. What else? I was eating prasad. So what do you say of this? See this what's coming or not. So what do you say of this? You see, there's a problem. That is why it is mercy of Krishna that he is looking for attitude. It is his mercy that he is not just judging us only by service. That's complete failure. So he sees the attitude. Even if you do less service than Prahlad, Dhruva, Prabhupada, but if your attitude is good, proper, he'll give you mercy. See? So he's so merciful. He is planning how to give mercy to his devotees. And he makes this plan. Okay, fine. I will judge my devotees by the attitude in service. So simply like elephant and an ant, no? So an elephant can do big things. Like Hanuman and squirrel. Let's give that example. Hanuman could lift big rocks. But ant was also, a squirrel was also lifting. So Ram gave mercy to both, no? Is it? Because squirrel was doing with full attitude, is it? But Hanuman also doing with full attitude. But if Ram would have just judged by service, squirrel would not have got mercy. Because what is she doing? She is just lifting small pebbles. Hanuman lifting big mountains. So see, no one can serve Krishna completely, Prabhupada means. He is so complete and self-sufficient that he has no need of any service from any devotee. That is why he doesn't want to judge by service. He doesn't need your service. He doesn't need. What you can do? It is the devotee's attitude of love and affection for Krishna that makes him obliged. See? So keep your attitude proper. Please keep your attitude proper. And that's what is going to count. So you come to program, devotees, I don't like this devotee, I don't like this devotee, this devotee, this devotee. Well, you are doing everything but with frustration. You lose everything, even if you are doing everything. You lose things. So, fine, you may not be able to do service, but don't contaminate your heart by wrong feelings. That's more important. And then, with proper spirit, whatever service you can do, that's it. So every day is not Sunday. So every time you might not be able to serve him as you desire. No. It's not your desire. There are many constraints also, no. This word is there, people are there, so many things are there. So no problem. Krishna will give you what you deserve. He will give you slowly and steadily. But he will give you what you deserve, and that deservance he will check by attitude. You understand what I am speaking? Check by attitude. So keep track what is going inside. Of course outside also. But you have to keep a track. Don't make your heart dirty. And always keep a spirit, keep a hope, keep enthusiasm. Yes, I have to serve him. I have to serve him. Nevertheless, whatever constraints are there, I will serve him. Whatever I can do. With full enthusiasm. Even if I can give him one flower daily, I'll do it with full enthusiasm. But this doesn't mean that you will whole life you will just give one flower. That doesn't mean that. And you have to pray, I have to increase my service. Okay, so you understand, no? And that is why this word is there. Hari Kare Sadhaka. So devotee knows. Who is he? Hari Kare Sadhaka. You know this word? What is devotion? This is devotion. Devotee thinks, I am a servant. My aim of life is to fulfill the desires of Hari. Hari Kare. I have to execute the plan of Hari. Even if he doesn't embrace me, I will execute his plan. No problem. Because I am a servant, I have to keep on doing my duty, what to do. That is the spirit. Okay. Now Krishna says, fine. So it's done. But Krishna says, okay. Okay, even if I don't embrace you, you will serve me, fine. But I'll now want to say something else. And Krishna says, okay, if I give you sufferings, I plan sufferings for you, will you keep on serving me? What do you say?
Yes.
Now you say, be careful. If you say yes, Krishna is hearing you. Don't just answer that. He will start doing.
You're already suffering, Prabhupada.
Yeah. So already suffering, and if Krishna really plans suffering, then you have to be careful. Krishna is hearing. It's not a matter of giving answer. And if he hears your answer, then there's a problem. So now tell me. Krishna is telling, okay. Question is, even if I give you sufferings now, okay, I am not embracing you, still you are doing my service. But now I will specially give you sufferings.
कोई नहीं बोलेगा.
एक तो फंस गया.
So that is this. What Chaitanya's Mahaprabhu answer is. Chaitanya's Mahaprabhu's answer is, even if you crush me, Pinastu Mam. Pinastu Mam means, even if you give me sufferings. Pinastu means crush. Crush in sufferings. Still I will keep on serving you. That is Mahaprabhu's answer. That is love. That is called love. And there are many examples like that. Pandavas, Krishna made their life hell. Krishna made, no? For Pandavas what? What do you say? Why so many sufferings for Pandavas? Why Bhima already, every time Duryodhana was plotting to kill him? Lakshagraha, poison, Draupadi, so much sufferings. Why they were suffering? Due to their karmas? No, devotees don't have karma. They were in direct, they were participating in the plan of God. And it was planned for them. Sufferings were planned for them. Just like Christ, suffering was planned for Christ. In Bible, Christ tells his disciples, and now, after 3 days, I will be killed. He told John, Peter and everybody, if you read New Testament, he told, within 3 days, I will be killed.
The Last Supper.
He tells, I will be killed. And he says, God is so merciful, He has kept in His treasure sufferings for me. He said this. That is love. Because, anyway, I'll come to this point. So that is Christ. That is Prabhupada, no? What about Prabhupada? So much sufferings. It was not a clean sweep. That he went and everything happened. He was struggling in India, no success. 30 years, no success. How can anybody do this? No, you get depressed. No, if you're preaching in Charlotte, no devotee for 20 years, you are doing what, nothing happens. You get depressed. You leave. You say, come on, forget it. And then he had 2 heart attacks, and he got a migraine, and then he get a brain infection, and then he was alone in America, nothing to eat. His things get lost.
Yeah, stolen.
What is happening?
No, that's just
You can control it, the hand someone is doing.
So, okay, so his things get lost and you're suffering like anything. But still he was suffering. And he was serving, no, Krishna. He never thought I am suffering. His focus was not on suffering. His focus was on serving. So that is, okay, Krishna gives you option. No, Krishna like interrogates you. If I give you suffering, will you serve me? If your answer is no, then you're not ready to accept the gift of love. You're not still ready. You have to make yourself ready. You have to get that conviction. And the understanding why you are serving him. I'll come to that point now. Okay, I'll come to this point. Okay, tell me. So why devotee keeps on serving him? Why devotee answers? Why Mahaprabhu is answering, I'll keep on serving you even if you make me suffer? Why?
Because of love.
No, but what's the logic behind that? Okay, because of love, I accept. Okay, fine. But I want to ask you logic. Remember that now. I'll ask you again. So now Krishna comes and give you, okay, fine. If I give you suffering, he'll keep on serving me. But now I want to tell you something else. Now I tell to you that I will neglect you. Will you keep on serving me? You know, neglect is more dangerous than giving sufferings now. So if that it is like that, if wife and husband are there, sometimes they love, sometimes they fight. So things go on. But if wife stops talking to husband, he is like shouting, no answer. That is real dangerous situation. No, that's torture. That's real mental torture. No, that's more suffering. Neglect is more suffering. You don't do anything, and then finally you say, at least shout, do something, say something. I've gone mad. You don't even say. You see, it is a different type of mental torture. So Krishna says, okay, I will give you suffering, physical sufferings. Still you will serve me. Now I will give you mental suffering. I will give you psychological torture. I will not talk to you anything. Nothing doing with you anything. Will you serve me?
Yes.
Third candidate.
Then things will come. Be ready. Things might just change like this. And some things will happen. So yeah, be sure what you're speaking. Okay, if you're sure, that's good. So that's the meaning of adarshanam marmatam korotu. Adarshanam means even if you break Prabhupada, right? Even if you break my heart by being, oh sorry, it's wrong. By not being visible to me. I just wrote wrong. Not by busy. So the first word is not darshanam. It is adarshanam. Adarshanam means not being visible to me. Maram hatam means you break my heart. Maram means heart. Hatam means break. Korotu, still I will serve you. Korotu means doing. Still I will serve you. So that's the point. Because neglect is more suffering. So Krishna says, fine, I will not give you mercy, I will not give you suffering, I will nothing to do with you. Simply nothing to do with you. Still devotee's answer is, I'll keep on serving you. That is highest platform of love, is it? That is highest platform of love. And what is the example? Brahma. Brahma is example. Brahma, he stole the cows of Krishna and boys, and then he suddenly realizes, oh, I am doing nonsense. This Krishna is God. He comes, he offers prayers, but Krishna doesn't speak anything. He neglects him. He neither blesses him, neither chastises him. He simply doesn't speak anything. He's quiet. He neglects him. And Brahma was thinking, what's happening? Something he should speak. I'm not happy. This, that, something. Then I'll answer. Some things can be solved, but he's not speaking anything. So Brahma says, what he does, finally offers a big prayer, 10th canto, 14th chapter, and then he realizes, he's neglecting me. So he does parikrama, and then he goes back. And then he's not peaceful. Krishna didn't say anything, no? So then he goes to tapasya. He does austerities millions and millions of years. Then Krishna appears and Krishna says, okay, I am going to incarnate as Lord Chaitanya, and in that pastime you'll be born as Haridas Thakur, and then you'll be my greatest devotee. Then he is happy. Okay, something he spoke, not neglect. But even if Krishna neglected him, still he was serving him. He kept on taking his name. He didn't leave his name. He kept on serving him, kept on worshipping him. That's what Brahma was, and finally he got mercy. So the point is, there's one more example, Mukunda. You know Mukunda in Mahaprabhu's Leela? Yeah. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so all devotees were getting mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So Mukunda said, he was one associate of Lord Chaitanya. He said, will I also get mercy of Lord Chaitanya? So they asked Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu said, no. After millions and millions of life, he'll get my mercy. Because he's not good. Sometimes he comes here, sometimes he goes to other people. And he also goes to impersonalists and wrong people. So I don't like him. And then Mukunda goes and starts dancing. Yes, after millions of lives, I'll get mercy. At least that is sure, no? I'll get. It's at least sure I'll get. So he was happy. So he was saying, okay, I'll keep on suffering. I'll keep on serving. So why devotee keeps on serving in spite of Krishna not embracing him, in spite of Krishna giving him sufferings, in spite of Krishna neglecting him, still he will keep on serving Krishna. Why? What's the logic? What's the logic in that love?
He's not expecting anything.
No, but why?
Servant.
Okay, servant, okay, he's a servant, but if you ask that servant, why do you want to serve? Like this is illogical, see, what is this?
They are part and parcel of Krishna. He loves Krishna more than himself.
Yeah.
Anything connected to Krishna is transcendental.
Well,
Nature.
no. Because, see, Prabhupada says, this is a sign of pure advanced devotee. He's never disappointed. He's never disappointed. Because he knows that if he keeps on serving, one day Krishna will give mercy. He can't stop giving mercy. Even if he says, I neglect you, still he cannot neglect me eternally because he is ocean of mercy, no? So he knows the nature of God. He knows the nature of God because he loves him. In love you know the nature of God, no? You can't say yes to all these questions. And Mahaprabhu can say yes. Why? Now you understand. Because Mahaprabhu knows the nature of God. And you don't know the nature of God. So there's a hesitation to say yes. Okay, even if I give you sufferings, will you serve me? Now what? Even if I neglect you, will you keep on serving me? Oh, it's a problem. Because we don't know the nature of God. We don't realize His nature. If you realize His nature, it is impossible to say no. Because if you keep on serving Him, He will give you, He's bound to give you mercy. Because although He is independent, He is bound by love. He is bound by the spirit of your service, no? I was talking about spirit. So this is the proper spirit, no? Now see, you are serving. It's the same service. The same service day after day. But your spirit of service is getting matured. You getting my point? Your service is not increasing, but your spirit is increasing. Your service is the same, 16 rounds. But Krishna says, I will not embrace you. No problem, Krishna, I'll keep on doing. I'll give you sufferings. No problem, Krishna, I'll keep on doing rounds. I'll neglect you. No problem, I'll keep on doing. So what's happening? Service is same, but your spirit is increasing. And that's what Prabhupada says. Krishna sees the spirit. So devotee understands that concept. And he knows that if my spirit keeps on increasing, Krishna judges by spirit. And I'll keep on increasing my service also, but really what he is interested in the spirit behind the service, and that's maturing. So Krishna is actually, I'll come to this point anyway. So what is happening? So he understands Krishna will have to give mercy. So Asha Bandha Samutkantha, that is one of the sign of pure devotee. He is never disappointed. That is Asha Bandha. He always has hope. His hope is not disappointed. Krishna will give me mercy. Like Mukunda. Mahaprabhu told after millions of lives, I'll give you mercy. Okay, happy. He will give mercy because He is ocean of mercy. He can't think anything else except giving mercy. You see? So that's the point. So you keep on serving, okay. But now, Krishna is intelligent, no? If we are intelligent, He is also intelligent. If we have some logic, He has double logic. And now He says, okay, fine. Now I'll tell you. So, I will now never accept you. That is my proposal. I neglected you and you thought, okay, you will keep on serving me, so one day you will get mercy. Is it? Because my nature is merciful, no? Now my proposal is, I will never give you mercy. Never. I'll never give you love. I'll never give you anything. To infinite, eternity. Now will you serve me? That's pakka. Never is going to give. Nimai? Will you keep on playing Mridanga for infinite lives and He doesn't give you anything? So what's the answer? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, yes. Yatha yatha bhavidhatatu lampato. He says, yes. Even if you forsake me altogether, if you just forsake me altogether, for eternity, still I will keep on serving you. Still I will keep on serving you. I will keep on chanting your names. I will keep on serving you, no problem. And that is love, no? Is it? So what's happening with the devotee? Why he accepts this proposal of Krishna? Like this is the extreme, no? Somebody says, I'll not give you any damn thing for eternity. Even if you keep on serving me, that is fixed. No mercy. So why does devotee still answers yes? What's happening?
Mat pranastu bhakti. Because you are my pranam.
No, come here.
Because he likes serving and he gets pleasure from serving.
Okay, that might be one answer. That's a good answer. But after some time you get disappointed, no? I'm not okay. I'm not getting anything. So what to do? Is it? So what to do? I'm talking about eternity. Is it? It's not a joke. To eternity will not do anything. So still devotee says yes. You know why? Because you see, this is a difference. You can't answer yes, but Mahaprabhu answers yes. Because Mahaprabhu understands who is God. Why he understands? Because he has heard about God. You have not heard about God much, no? There is a lack of knowledge about God. That's the problem there. That is why I always am enforcing, please read books. Is it? Read books. If you don't read books of Prabhupada, you don't know who is He. If you know who is Krishna, you will never say no to Him. You can't say. Now devotee, still he says yes. Why? Because he is very intelligent. If Krishna is intelligent, devotee is more intelligent than Krishna. By mercy of Krishna. Krishna makes devotee more intelligent than himself. So why he says yes here? Because you know why he knows. If Krishna gives this proposal, I'll forsake you altogether for eternity. That's the best opportunity to serve. Krishna has trapped himself now. He's lost the game. Because Krishna says, for eternity I'll forsake you. And if you say yes, still I'll keep on serving you, then you have got Krishna under your control. Because if you say yes, then Krishna can't deny you. Your spirit of service is absolutely pure. Is it? It's absolutely pure. If you tell to anybody, I'll not give you anything, still he says yes. What do you do with him? He said, come on, I'm sold to you, no? So this is like Krishna has trapped himself now. If you can say yes, then you have bought him. This is answer of gopis. Yatha tatha vavidhatu lampato. That's why Krishna told gopis, I am sold to you. You bought me by your answer, this answer. That still you want to serve me. And that is why spirit is more important than service. Spirit in the service is more important than service. I don't want to say spirit is more important than service. You can't forsake service. But spirit within the service is more important than service itself. And this is the spirit. So this is a good opportunity for us. If anytime Krishna says, I'll never give you mercy, that you should be very happy. Yes. You see? Rather than getting disappointed. This is absolute perfect moment. Now if I keep on serving him, he's under my, you have bought him, that's all. See, it's the difference. If you have knowledge, same thing which was so dangerous 1 minute back, same thing becomes the best opportunity. See? So, you lack knowledge. You lack knowledge. That's why we read Prabhupada books. This is all from Prabhupada books. This is not from moon. Or maybe so you have to read Sanskrit, you have to read Madhvacharya, Ramanuja, whatever. It's all from Prabhupada books. I'm showing you. I'm quoting Prabhupada. That's all. So, okay. Why is this showing like this? Okay. Okay, this is what Prabhupada has to say. This is the lampat. So, what's happening? Oh, this phone is touching. Okay. So this is lampat. Lampat, just like lampat, husband goes to many other women. That's why lampat is coming. Lampat means person who is just going to somewhere. But the chaste wife still loves the husband. Never mind. A chaste wife is a wife, even if she knows her husband is like going to so many women other, but she'll still not give divorce. Okay, I love him. Never mind. So similarly, we have to become a chaste and so honorable, just to stick to lotus feet of Krishna. That is Krishna conscious movement. See, this is what Krishna Prabhupada is giving us, Krishna conscious movement. Even if Krishna doesn't embrace you, give you sufferings, neglects you, even if he doesn't have to do anything with you till eternity, still we will keep on serving him. If you can somehow get this mood and spirit, Prabhupada says Krishna is in your fist. That's all. But to get this is difficult. We have fear, no? Yeah. See, you couldn't speak yes. You only couldn't speak yes. I didn't tell you have fear. That's why Krishna says, Sar dharman paritajya Am tam sarva papebe mokshishami. Don't fear. But we fear actually. And Krishna will show you that you fear by asking questions. And you have fear. You have fear. So it takes time to get out of. But how to get out of this fear? What is the solution? I just told you. What's the solution?
Knowledge.
Yeah, Shravanam, hear. Read Prabhupada books. That's why daily you have to read. You can't skip reading books of Prabhupada. You go down. You're doing service, but your service might increase, but your spirit doesn't mature. And that's the problem. Then we feel we are not advancing. We feel that, no, we are not advancing. And feeling is spirit only. Feeling is what? Related to spirit. The attitude. And so your feeling lacks, but your actions increase. And there's a dichotomy. And then we get frustrated. What's happening? And then many people leave this movement. Because there will be problems. There will be problems. Let's not hide this reality from there is no problem. There is problems. But still you have to keep on continue. There are problems which will come on its own. And after some time, if you're ready, there are problems which are planned by God. So problems which come on its own, they'll go on its own. But problems which are planned by God, you can't get free of it. He'll plan for you to show you where you are. Where you are. Do you really, if you're always praying, Krishna, please accept me, please give me love. Do you really deserve love, gift of love? So before giving the gift of love, he will show you whether you deserve or not. Why I'm not giving you? Okay, this is why I'm not giving you. It's not, don't blame me. You see, you don't deserve it. So you make yourself deserving. That's the idea. By association of devotees, by reading books, by chanting. There's two ways. There are just two ways. Simple. Its process is simple. Shravanam and that's all. But to understand this simple thing, you need a lot of background. To stick to this, you need a lot of background. Otherwise, people will leave. That's why I told you have to catch.
Rope.
You keep on catching rope. But the point is, if you catch the rope in the well and the person is lifting you, in the mid of air, you will become scared. No. You leave it, it will go down. So we become scared. When Krishna lifts you from your sense gratification, you become scared. Oh, my sense gratification. My money. My people. My ideas. What's happening? He's lifting you. And that might be really scary for you all. But if you're sincere, He will also give you courage. He'll lift you, He'll give you courage. He will give you everything if you're sincere. If you can keep up the spirit, I'll keep on serving you, Krishna. If you are able to answer yes to all the questions, Krishna will do His job. He will give you courage. He will give you everything, and you can go back to Godhead. So you have to prepare yourself to speak yes. And that you can prepare, keep on reading and chanting. Just chant properly. Don't mess up chanting. I told you the other day, please chant nicely. If you don't have time for chanting, leave food. Why do you want to eat food? Your soul is hungry and you feed the body. You have to first feed your soul, no? And then the body, no? You have to keep together. You can't do like that. So yeah, if you can't please God, why do you want to live? Why do you want to become healthy? For what? For doing sin? So health, jivasya tattva jigyasa labho jivata yavad. So become healthy. Eat food, eat prasad, get mercy, to serve Him. That's the idea. So that Prabhupada said that some devotee asked Prabhupada, if I can't finish my rounds in temples. Temples there is so much. Prabhupada's time there was so much force, book distribution, this, that. So he was telling, Prabhupada says, okay, don't eat. Come on, already I am serving so much. I need energy. Prabhupada says, okay, then don't sleep. Prabhupada was in this mood. We had Aslishyava Patratam Pinastumam. He was in this mood. You have to get the mood, no? Krishna is looking for the mood. Where is bhav? Where is his mood? This mood. And then He will give you mercy. He will be controlled by you. So, okay, fine. You don't need to leave food and sleep. I am not saying that. But understand the point. Chant properly. And read books and hear from devotees. If you can do these two things, if you can hold on to these two things, perfection is guaranteed. It's guaranteed. And then, of course, with chanting comes other services also, no? It is not just Hare Krishna chanting. Kirtana means all services, no? Kirtana means chanting, Kirtana means preaching also. Kirtanam, spreading Kirti of Lord, glories. So Kirtana means both. Personal Kirtanam and worldwide Kirtanam. So you're chanting and you're making others chant. That's preaching. No? Simple. So if you can do these things, your life becomes perfect. This is from Vrindavan, November 7, 1972. One of the lectures of Prabhupada. So you have to also hear lectures. You hear Prabhupada lectures, everybody of you? You hear regularly? Yeah. You can read also if you don't have time.
Transcripts.
Yeah, there are transcripts. The lecture takes so much time. Sometimes you can read also. That's a good. I'll do that. Okay. Prabhupada says in one of his lectures, Mayapur, June 27, 1973, Krishna may not come. I may not see Krishna for thousands and thousands of lives. I may rot in hellish conditions of life for many, many births. That doesn't matter. Still, I cannot give up Krishna consciousness. This is required. I may be sent to hell or heaven. It doesn't matter. What qualification I've got that I want to see back home, back to Godhead. See? This is a mood. What you have done that you will go back to God? It is not so easy thing. So why should I be sorry for that? I should be happy even in the hell simply by thinking of Krishna. That is wanted. That is wanted. That is Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness, just not chanting 16 rounds. Doesn't end there. You have to cultivate yourself. But people who are not chanting 16 rounds, please come to 16 rounds. Not that 16 rounds, it doesn't end there. So I'll not even chant 16 rounds. Because you see, to develop that mood, you need chanting. Without chanting's help, you will not be able to develop that mood. Without holy name's mercy, you will not be able to get to this platform of saying yes. This mood will not come. This is not intellectual endeavor. This is where mercy it will come. So you keep on hearing from devotees, keep on hearing from Prabhupada, you keep on chanting. Then by mercy of Prabhupada's instructions, So by mercy of Prabhupada's instructions and holy name, you will realize everything. You see? Understand? So, what is the last line? Mat prana tatastu sayevana para. So that's the conclusion. That's what devotee Krishna says. So finally, what you want to tell me? Finally, devotee wants to say, okay. But still he is alone. No one else is worshipable Lord of my heart. Mat pranas nathastu sayevana para means Prannath. Krishna, you are my Lord of life. Even if you do anything for me, if you make you suffer, neglect, whatever, still I will keep on serving you. Why? Because you are the Lord of my life. I understand the logic. So what is the point? The devotee understands, this is the love. What is love? Love is defined as Rupa Goswami defines. Prabhupada gives in Nectar of Devotion definition of love. And one of the definition Prabhupada writes in Nectar of Devotion, even if there are thousands of causes of breaking that love, breaking that bond, no? Now Krishna really wanted to break that bond. I will not embrace you, I'll give you sufferings, I'll neglect you, I will not give you anything. He is bent on breaking that bond. You see what's happening? But devotee says, still I'll keep on serving you. He keeps that bond. That is love. Even if there are thousands of causes of breaking that bond, still if your devotee keeps on serving, that is love. So love can be checked when, you can check you have love when there are causes to break your love. If you don't have an obstacle to that love, then you can't check whether you are love or not. Is it? Get my point? So that is why when devotees get sufferings, they are very happy. Because then they can show Krishna that they love him. Because in spite of difficulties, they'll keep on doing, no? Is it? Like Kunti Maharani says, no, she prays, Krishna give me sufferings. What is happening? Because she knows, if in suffering she'll keep on doing, then Krishna will be very happy. That's obvious, no? That's obvious. If I tell you, okay, chant 2 rounds. If you have time, you can chant. But now you lose your job, no money, and still you have to chant. Is it? You have to earn money and chant. So still you are chanting. In that situation, Krishna will be more happy, no? Oh yeah, see this my devotee, in spite of so many difficulties, he is chanting. And there's an example in Bible. Job, there's a devotee called as Job. This example comes in Old Testament. This is exact example of this. Now this God was sitting in his kingdom, and this Saturn, Bible is Saturn, no? Saturn, you understand, no? Yeah, evil, Shaitan. It comes from Shaitan. This word comes from Shaitan. So he was there inside. So God told, oh, what are you doing here? Like what happening to you? So Saturn told, fine, God, you see, there is one person, Job, and he claims that he's your devotee. But I don't think so. He's your devotee. He's just acting. So God tells, okay, fine, test him. But he says, but do one thing. But promise me that you will not kill him. You don't kill him. Rest, whatever you want to do. He can kill you also, no? Finish, that's all. So, if there is no mercy of God, there can be thousands of obstacles. You will not be able to do things. We are dependent on His mercy. There are so many problems, no? Is it? If Krishna... Rakhe ke... Kya hai wo? Mare Krishna rakhe ke... If Krishna wants to kill you, nothing can save you. So, and if Krishna wants to save you, nothing can kill you. So, he told, okay, fine, you do. So, what Saturn does, he goes... He was a very nice devotee, very pakka devotee. So, he goes... So, what he does... He makes loss in his business. Like his whole factory gets burned and full loss. So then then he's like distressed, what's happening. He prays to God. Anyway, he doesn't pray, God help me. He says, okay, fine. I'll keep on serving, no problem. Now I will keep on continuing my service. At the same time, he has family, he has to earn, set up his factory. He's so much tension, no? So he doesn't leave. He has friends. So his friends starts criticizing him. What, you are spending time in devotion, like your family is hungry, no money. What is nonsense, leave for some time, earn money, what is this, you're crazy. And friends leave him. Still he doesn't leave service. So he says, you leave me whatever, but I can't leave God. That's all. So Saturn then he thinks what's happening. He doesn't leave God. So Saturn, what he does, he kills his wife in accident. And his children. All of them are killed. And then people start criticizing. People start saying, see your God? Nonsense, what happened? You are serving so much, you are doing so much worship, and your job is ruined, your business is ruined, your family is killed. What are you doing? You're nonsense, your God is nonsense. So Job says, no, still I have to serve Him. I have faith in Him. Whatever is happening in my life, that is good for me. I know He loves me. Then Saturn, he can't shake him, no? So Saturn, he does, okay. Saturn, he says, fine. Every man can tolerate everything except disease. If something happens to his body, then his faith gets shaken. Because your body, you are in pain. Then you can't think of God. So what he does, he makes him diseased. And what kind of disease? He gets leprosy. Leprosy? And like his whole body is having sores. All pus is coming. Entire body. He's smelling like... And nobody can even come near him. Like for 400 meters, there's just bad smell. His whole skin is like melting. Everything. His eyes is melting. What's happening? He became blind. And he's like in a bad condition. Very bad. And then Saturn comes. And he says, Job, I'll cure you. You leave God. Like you lost everything. Your business, your family, your friends, your health, and you are in such a pathetic state, and I'll give you everything back. You leave service of God. Job says, no. You kill me, I'll not. You better kill me. I'll not leave service of God, because I know He is very merciful. How can you make such a statement at this point of time and say Krishna is merciful? You see, these people were there in history. It is not that we are the first person who is doing Krishna consciousness. They were God conscious people. Whether in Krishna conscious, whether in Christianity, they were God conscious people. They were. So then suddenly Saturn vanishes and God comes. He's pleased, no? He comes. And then he says, Job, I'll not give you mercy because you did a mistake. You see, at the end, in spite of so many things, he says, I'm unhappy with you. So Job says, what God, like, why are you unhappy? So he says, see, you never left me, but I know that when you were diseased, at least one moment you thought in your heart, why this is happening to me? You thought this question or not? He says, yeah, I thought once, why this is happening to me? Why you were doubting me? Why did you think this? For even a moment, I'll not give you mercy. That lost. So This is Krishna consciousness. So then he says, God, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have thought that. See, spirit, keep your heart clean. That's what I was talking. Spirit is more important. Spirit in service is more important than service. You have to track your heart, what's happening inside. You can't afford to think anything which will make God unhappy. He's there in your heart. You can't afford to think bad things. So then he says, God, I'm sorry, I should have thought for a moment, I'm so fallen. He's saying I'm so fallen because he thought just once. What about us? Right? Why we are telling you all this, why Mahaprabhu is telling you? To tell you, see, you have to work now, to inspire you, to go forward. There are people, there are examples like that who have achieved God. It's not that these things are going to happen to you. But the point is, Krishna is showing us, there are people who have achieved God with a proper spirit, proper mood. And then he says, no, sorry. So then God says, okay, fine. So do you think you're smart? Then God scolds him a lot. He says, why did you think first? Why did you doubt on me? Why did you doubt? And you were claiming you're a pure devotee, and the Satan came to test you, and you made me ashamed. See, it is not the question that if you don't attain Krishna, you lose. He also loses, because he gets ashamed. No, is it? You're putting shame on him. We are his servants, and if we do mess, then what people will say? Yeah, see, these Krishna devotees, no. So then he says, see, you put me down, so that's very bad. So then he asks forgiveness, and then God says, okay, fine. Yes. And then he gets pleased, okay, that's fine. So that's a point. That's a very nice story of Job. So, that is love. Talking about love. Mat prananathas tu seva. There is nobody except you. Even in all situations, even in extreme sufferings, devotee is able to say Krishna is ocean of mercy. That's his understanding. That is his realizations by chanting of holy names. Everything you'll get by chanting of holy names. That is the power of holy name. And provided if you do properly. And that's the power of knowledge, of devotion. That's the power of devotion, no? Nobody can do like that. And that is... it's not coming. What is this? Okay. That is a symptom of a pure devotee. There are two symptoms of pure devotee. Determination and his words. See how Job is speaking, replying? By reply you can understand where he is. Just like I asked you, by reply we can understand where we are, all of us. Yes or no? Yes or no? You said. Okay, we can. So by words and by determination to serve. And determination, Krishna will see what's happening there. So devotee's vision is fixed on service. Mat prananathas tu seva naparam. Nathas, you are my nath. A vision is fixed on service, that's all, nothing else. And this is the difference between love and lust. Lust, if there are obstacles, it will break. Then you can understand it's lust. But love can never break. That is why Prabhupada said, love is only for God. In this word there is only lust. Because it will break after some time. If there are problems, you will break. The problems you will break the relationship. But with God you won't break relationship if you are in love with Him. And that's that is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. By chanting you can achieve whatever we discussed. By chanting it is possible. By holy name you can achieve everything. You will be able to realize what is love all about. Hare Krishna. Any questions now? I'll stop here. What happened to you all? You're shocked or what?
So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is God himself and he is acting as a pure devotee. So, but pure devotee also knows, like if you serve God or like do chanting in his whatever this service path. So Krishna will take care all your material things. Like Krishna assures you, right? Sarv dharman partajya.
Krishna assures you will take care, yeah.
Yes, so why it's contradicting if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knows the true nature of God, that this will not happen. God is not that
Well,
good.
it can happen. That we should be ready. That is love. Krishna says that he will take care of everything.
Yeah.
But he will take care of everything in such a way so that you develop love. So if Krishna will pick you up. So when you are ready, see, the point is, when you are ready, you will not feel suffering as sufferings. Now we are thinking, oh my God, what is that? Krishna will do like this. But when you advance, you will enjoy that. It's a difference, no? When you advance, you will enjoy that suffering. Because you understand that suffering is an opportunity where I can please God much better. But now we can't think that, because we have not got that eligibility. So it thinks, what's happening. See? So it will change. It will change after some time.
No, miss, my point is like from beginning, even in the childhood, we say like, okay, God is so kind, He is so merciful.
So He is merciful. No, that's not cruelty. We are thinking it's cruelty now. Just like mother will slap child. Mama is cruel. But when you grow, then you understand, no, she was merciful, she saved us from nonsense things. That means we are not developed now. Our mind is not, devotion is not so mature to perceive that suffering as mercy. That's the point. So no problem. We are here, that is there. That is why these things cannot be understood by logic. When, suppose a child, can you explain a child what is happening between a boy and a girl? You can't do. No? You can't do. No matter how much you explain, he'll say uncle, auntie. He can't understand what's happening boy and girl. When he grows mature, then he understands. It's not by logic. No amount of logic can explain us. It is by chanting and by hearing. Gradually you mature. And then after you mature, then you understand, yes, this suffering is mercy. I want this. Because I can please Him much better, very quickly. And I can finish my job and go back to God. So you'll invite that rather than being fearful of that. That's why Krishna says, don't fear. He says, no, don't fear. Because we will fear. We will fear of going to higher situations. And it's same, just like people who do job, they fear to do business. Is it? My God, so much risk, better $5,000, that's okay. Who will take risk? But people who do business, they say, these fools, they are doing job for that person. Better you do business and you make other people work to you. No? He becomes confident. And he knows there are risks and he can take risk that time. It is pleasurable for him, So his consciousness has raised to certain level of taking risk, and he finds pleasure in risk. No, businessman, it's a challenge for them. It's not a risk then. Risk becomes a challenge. And challenge is pleasurable. So that's the point. When we advance automatically by mercy of God, the sufferings will become an opportunity to serve Him with more intensity. And you will enjoy that.
One linked question, can I ask?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I am asking for suffering, it's not only I am suffering.
No, you don't ask for suffering.
No, I meant to say, like, if we have that attitude, like, okay, if even Krishna gives me suffering, still I will serve Him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with me, my whole family is suffering. If like anyone in the family is suffering.
Well, the point is, that's the point. When we advance, we'll understand there is no family. No family. You don't have wife, you don't have children, you don't have house. Nobody is yours. He will understand that. Now we don't understand that. That's the point. Family is suffering, whole world is suffering. What about them? So things change. We mature. That's why this job, what happened to this job? He didn't leave. So because he knows that if family suffers, they'll benefit. Krishna's planning never goes wrong. He's all merciful. He will liberate everybody. He knows. Arjuna was saying the same thing, no? I'll not fight, my family will suffer. Duryodhan will die, my brothers will die. Krishna tell you, fool, you kill them. And after they were killed, what happened? Krishna showed them, everybody went to spiritual world. So we are small, no? We calculate by our own things. This. No, Krishna says, Sarv dharman paritajye, leave all your ideas. Surrender to me. But that surrender needs fearlessness. Krishna might do, not do. That's another thing. He'll plan how to mold you. And he will not do such a thing that you lose courage. He knows. He's experienced guy now. He has liberated so many people. So he knows how to handle you so that you don't really break down also. He doesn't want to break down people. So he will slowly elevate you and you can understand. Yes, you can understand. I understand from my life, and there are so many problems, like real problems. Such problems people can break down. But then I understood, yes, this is so nice, Krishna is giving mercy to me. Because if these problems were not there, I would not have understood these things. You can't understand some things by book. Like we were discussing, people who do MBA from Harvard, and when they go in real life, they are zero failures. Business, they are absolute failures. Because real experience is different, no? You might learn swimming from your books and expert. When you jump in water, you will drown. So that's what comes by experience cannot come by book. So that Krishna gives opportunity. So he will not do anything until unless you are ready. He will not do. Don't worry about that.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Does that mean that
what's happening?
every advanced devotee has to go through these difficulties?
No. This is Krishna is telling. Krishna is trying to make you understand that surrender to me. That's what he's trying to make you understand. You should just focus on my service. I will do everything. That's the storyline going there. Just serve me. Don't fear. Don't fear. Rest things will happen. So now you're asking, does devotee has to go and undergo all these things? Why you're fearful of that? That's the question, no? Why? Why we are fearful? Life is short. Life is like this. Even if you become happy your whole life, what did you achieve? What's a big thing? You'll die like this. What's a big thing? The greatest achievement is to achieve God. So it's a very less price. The suffering, what is this? Small things, you know. You're suffering for millions of lives. So Krishna will do best for you. That is what Krishna is saying. But I will do best for you if you surrender. Is it? So if you fail in interrogation only, then what will reality? At least pass interview, then we can change things. No. But even if you don't pass the interview, you are not in the company. What will happen? If once you join the company, you are passing interview, then company we can give you special bonus, special credits. All things happen, no? Special perks. If you do good service, we can leave something. You know, all the problems we can promote you. Things can change. This is a scenario when you have not entered the company now. This is an interview. At least you get the courage to pass the interview, then everything gets changed. That's faith. That is faith. So what, you became fearful or what?
एक बोलना था, जैसे बड़े-बड़े जितने भी संत महाराष्ट्र में होते हैं, हर एक के लाइफ में they have to face suffering.
आया तो
So without suffering.
मगर उनके नहीं, ये point है actually. See, why Krishna shows great devotees have sufferings. See, because he's not interested to give them sufferings. No, because when devotees suffer, Krishna also suffers. No, like son suffers, father suffers. But through them, he's showing us what is love. If they would not have gone sufferings, we would not have understood what is love. It is not that we all will go the same pattern. It's not a machine, tuck, 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 tuck. It is that by Pandavas, by Bhim, by this job, he's showing us what is love. If they didn't have suffered, if Prabhupada didn't have suffered, we couldn't have, we would not have been glorifying Prabhupada, no? Is it? He would have gone, everybody coming himself, okay, fine. So Krishna is using them to show us what is love, so that we get attracted towards love and we start loving him. That's all. It is not that you will have to undergo all those things, because if you undergo, he knows you will leave him. He knows. He is experienced. So he doesn't expect much from you. From all of us. We are not a big thing. So we are like small people. We are born, we are conditioned. Maharaj Tukaram, all those were, they came from there. They are not like us, no? They are pure devotees of Lord. We are like small insects. We are like insects and flies, that's all. So for us, there's a different plan. A simple plan. There are things. But for them it's difficult, because their service is to show what is love. Their very service is to show what is love, what is the highest level of love. So that is, they are doing service. Our service is not to show what is love. Our service is to achieve love. So fine, it's easy. You do your things and whatever you want. But the idea what Mahaprabhu is conveying, keep your spirit proper. Keep your attitude proper. Consciousness should be Krishna consciousness. Don't mess up your consciousness. Don't think nonsense about others. Always about God. Don't let your heart become dirty. And keep on doing service. Krishna will do the best for you. I think in this seminar I should put this question in the end, because the people say, what's happening? We are discussing Shikshashtakam, so I discussed all these things. Generally we don't discuss this, no? But this is happening here, so we're discussing this. And if you find it depressing, then you have to understand that this is just Krishna is telling what is the highest level of love, that's all. This is what he's telling us. He wants surrender and faith. So, but you chant Shikshashtakam daily, no? So you should know the meaning. That's
already everybody is knowing.
Yeah. So we have to know. We have to know. You could have avoided this. I could not discuss this. But Prabhupada is saying in his books, I showed you.
नहीं, but कोई प्रभु ऐसे भी बोल सकता है ना कि भाई इतना सारा आपने बताया, but at the same time Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Yogakshamam Mahamyam, and then you are saying everything Krishna will do like this, तो नए लोग तो भाग जाएंगे.
So नए लोगों के लिए है ही नहीं. This is not for new people. This is not for new people. We don't discuss this regularly. This is for devotees who are trying to practice devotion, who want to advance. Shikshashtakam is for those who want to advance. And you have to understand all these things. Otherwise, why Prabhupada will say in his books all these things? Is it Prabhupada is saying in lecture? No? See? I put it Prabhupada lectures. It's not in books. Lecture means the audience are there. So we also have to prepare ourselves to go high. And that is a problem with all of us. We don't want to elevate. We fear. That's why Krishna knows. He says, Ma Socha, don't fear, don't fear, don't fear. He knows what he's saying, no? So, yeah, we elevate, that's all, finish. And then you see, of course he'll do the best for all of us. I know all these things, but I'm not depressed. Then how is it? I'm sitting in front of you. But I like this. And I wait for this opportunity. And I know if any time this opportunity comes in my life, Krishna is in your fist. You have bought Krishna. But he will not give this opportunity to you, because he knows then you will control him. He will not give. He will not give sufferings to you. Because if by chance you say yes, then you control him. So he doesn't do all these things with ordinary people like us. For us, he says, Bhaiya Baba, chant 16 rounds. Do your Bhakti Vikasa 1. Okay. Make prasadam, eat, be happy. And if you can do something else, I catch your lotus feet. Bhaiya, do little bit more. Oh, these people are doing so much. You do something more. That's all. This is to inspire you. Do something, Don't just sit around like fools and thinking this is it. That's what Krishna wants, to inspire you.
Also, Prabhu, if something like that really happens, that means you have Krishna's attention.
See, but another point is, even if Krishna is not in picture, something like this still can happen by your karmas.
Yeah.
How can you be sure?
Yeah, that is true.
How can you be sure? Because you are saying Krishna is merciful, but still laws of karma are acting on you. You are not perfect, no? So anyway, karma these things can happen. Anything can happen. So many things are happening in this world, no? So better be with Krishna and get sufferings from Krishna rather than from your karmas. Even if this happens.
Yeah.
So devotee is intelligent. He knows. You can't guarantee all those things. So many lives we have suffered, We forgot. So this suffering, if you get suffering through Krishna, that will be your last life. No more sufferings. So devotees welcome sufferings. Oh, yes. When devotees suffer, they understand this is last. The end. Finished. Going back to God.
But how do you know, Prabhu, whether it is because of karma or Krishna? Only when you practice.
When we advance, Krishna will tell you, this is me. He will also give you cognition, realization. You will understand here, this is Krishna. So we'll have no doubts at that time. Absolute no doubts. He'll give you power to advance. He'll give you power to endure. He'll give you the vision to interpret these things in some other way, in an optimistic way. And he will also remove all your doubts. Vidyate dirghanti chidyante sarva samshaya shiyante chasya karmani param drishtva nivartate. All doubts. You're convinced this is Krishna doing. In your heart. You're convinced. So that's all. Finish.
Probably how to straighten the messed up spirit of devotion.
I told you. Shravanam and Kirtanam. You are not reading Prabhupada books. This trip is this message. Don't think about sufferings and all these things. Think about how to read books. Now.
Will you give us a homework for reading Prabhupada books?
Homework?
Next time when you come, we should.
Yeah, we'll come on Skype and then I'll give you some homework regularly. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that you keep on doing something, and then we can plan something. I can maybe send you questions and then you can answer. Then I can know you're reading or not.
Yes.
Is it?
You can create a WhatsApp group.
WhatsApp. Yeah, you do whatever. You tell me the plan. I don't know. But I think that will help you all.
Yeah.
So we will keep on going. And my questions, if you want to answer, you have to read. What? No, that's okay. But you now you know me. My questions, if you want to answer, you have to really read. And you can't answer just by.
Not just reading, contemplating.
Yeah, you have to contemplate. Otherwise, you can't answer my questions. You can't answer my questions. So it will help you. So okay, anyway, thank you very much for listening and sorry to depress you if you're depressed. The idea is to inspire you all. Have faith. Go along. Spirit. Increase your spirit. Do something for God. Do something. And Krishna will do best for you. Have the courage to say, yes, Krishna, I'll serve you in all circumstances. Then you see, Prabhupada says, if you said to Krishna, Krishna, yes, I'm ready for anything. Then Prabhupada says, magic will begin in your life. Prabhupada said that. Then you see, once you enter the company, then bonus, perks and everything will start coming. But if you don't join company, then company doesn't tell you what, When you join, then things come around, Slowly, when you serve, okay, this promotion, that promotion. Prabhupada says, then magic happens. So, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shikshashtakam is over.